7:11 now. Author Liz Michalski is out with a new book set in rural New England. Evenfall is a timeless love story spanning 2 generations and a ghost who can't let go of the woman he left behind. Author Liz Michalski joins us now to talk about her new book. Welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So tell us, the book is set in Connecticut?
Yes, it is.
In where?
It's set in the fictional town of Hartman, Connecticut.
Hartman, Connecticut. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's a rural town in northern Connecticut-ish?
I would say maybe southeastern Connecticut.
Okay, southeastern. So tell us the story. A woman comes back to her family farm?
It's the way I built it was the story of a man who falls in love with one woman, marries her sister, and then spends the rest of his life in his afterlife trying to make amends.
Oh, okay.
But it's also about second chances, regret, true love, the beauty of rural Connecticut, and the importance of a nice pair of shoes.
Very nice. Covers a lot of things.
It does.
So, are you giving anything away if I ask why he married the sister?
Yes, I would be.
Okay, all right. So that's part of the story. So, Evenfall is about, he's passed on, obviously, he's a ghost. Mm-hmm. Is he an active ghost?
He's an active ghost. It actually is kind of like the Patrick Swayze role in the movie Ghost.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Or the Ghost of Mrs. Muir, if you remember that movie.
Yeah, I do.
So along those lines.
Okay, so one of the main characters, I guess the guy is the main character, but a woman comes home and she's there with her family and they're sort of reliving or finding out bits of the story that they didn't know.
I actually wrote it as kind of a double love story. So there's an older couple who are in their late 70s. One of them is the ghost. And they have a niece who is in her 30s, and she's kind of going through the same thing that they went through when they were that age, and the two of them try to help her through that and advise her.
She can learn maybe from the things
Hopefully, that's the idea, I guess.
Previous generations. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, so what gave you the inspiration to write this story?
There are actually 3 things. The first was I was getting up early one morning and was in the shower, and the first 2 lines of the book just popped into my head.
Really?
And I never changed a word of them.
Huh. That's interesting.
And I didn't know what to do with them, so I wrote them down and kind of left them alone for a while. And then a few weeks later, I was touring a house for a real estate job I had. And the agent I was with really wanted me to go up to the attic. And I tended to avoid attics because of the rats and bats and things like that. But she really insisted, so I went. And it was this gorgeous attic. It was all hardwood. It was, the center of it had a beam running down that looked like it was holding the house together, and it looked just like a mast. And the woman I was touring it with said that shipwrights used to build houses in this area. Oh. And it was just such a peaceful, beautiful place that the ghost that had started these 2 lines just kind of moved in.
There you go. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So
and
he sort of came to you.
He kind of came to me, and then I think at the same time we were thinking about leaving Connecticut, and I knew that I would miss it very much and miss that rural part of Connecticut and the beauty of it. And I think that a lot of the longing and regret and sorrow that goes through the book was kind of my love letter to Connecticut.
Oh, very nice. So this, you've been writing for some time, but this is your debut book?
This is my debut novel, yes.
Oh, very exciting. Okay. So Evenfall, you're going to be having a book signing.
At RJ Julia, and I'm actually trying to do something a little bit different for people who buy the book and read it. The signing is Sunday at 4:30, but for readers who come or for readers who send me an email with a picture of them holding the book, I made up these cute little bookmarks, and there's a secret code on the back. And when they come to the signing, they will get the URL, which is inside the book, and they can access secret pages on my website that talk a little bit more of the backstory.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, yeah, it's kind of like a little
So they need to send you a picture of them holding the book.
Send me a picture of them holding the book, or come to a reading or a signing.
Okay.
And they'll get one of the little bookmarks and the secret code, and they can find out a little bit more about Evenfall.
Oh, that's fun. And it's a perfect book to read around Valentine's Day because it's a love story. It's a double love story.
It's a love story, and it has a nice dog. So.
And apparently some nice shoes,
too. Nice shoes, too.
And, of course, with the winter that we've been having, nothing better than sitting aside and reading a good book.
Absolutely not.
Thank you, Liz Michalski. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. The book is called Evenfall. Again, book signing next week, next Sunday, February 13th, 4:30 p.m. at RJ Julia on Boston Post Road in Madison. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with your book. Thanks.